Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for being here today and clicking on this video. So today's pick card reading is going to be about who is obsessing over you. So we got 3 piles to choose from today. We have this amethyst keychain, which I got from my best friend, and that's so sweet. This amethyst keychain right here. And then we have this rose quartz pendant thing, and then we have this lapis lazuli. Sorry for how bright it is right now. It's like I'm sitting in front of the window and it's winter time, so there's a lot of reflection off of the white snow. So sorry about that, but hopefully this is all good. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. Let your intuition guide you through the pile of your choice. Think about the question, who's obsessing over me right now? And yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the video. Timestamps will always be in the comments. Let's go. Alright, so those of you who have chosen this amethyst keychain, who is obsessing over you? Alright, so let's figure it out. I'm going to start with the tarot, as always. So we have the King of Wands, the 10 of Wands reverse, the 9 of Wands, okay. Lots of fire energy. And then we have the Empress. We also have the 6 of Hearts, and the 8 of Hearts. We also have Conclusion, and High Priestess of Water. Okay. So, Amethyst. Who is obsessing over you? This person is definitely a fire sign. They may have heavy fire in their chart, or just their energy is just very fiery, for me, I have a lot of water and air in my chart, but I don't know, I feel like some aspects of me is very fiery, and they can also be a water sign, or you may be a water sign yourself, or one of these signs, but let's get more into the person themselves and not really their signs, because I don't really think that matters that much. But let's see who's obsessing over you and why. So off the bat, I see that this person is somebody that you had history with, because you see the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. This is something that shows me that you had history with this person, and this person may have been a ex-lover or an ex-friend, but let's ask the pendulum. Is this person a ex-lover? So that's a yes. Can this person be an ex-friend? An ex-best friend? Yeah. So it can be either of those two. Could this be a family member? No. So yeah, so either an ex-lover or an ex-friend. I didn't really get the family member, but had to ask just in case. But yeah, ex-lover or an ex-friend, that's what I'm picking up from this, because you guys must have had history, because this is showing me with the 10 of Wands being in reverse, especially, that this is somebody that you just got tired of. There was so many setbacks and delays from this person, if you were in a romantic relationship with this person, or even if you were friends with this person, you guys would make plans and they wouldn't even really act on it, and they kind of just set back. It was just difficult to form a relationship and even just keep a relationship with this person. I'm also seeing that with this 10 of Wands being reversed, it's they constantly played the blame game with you, like, and especially like with the Nine of Wands, like they kept trying to feel like, oh, well, they were like very like victimized, like they're type of person that was always had like that victimization like um mentality. Also, because both of these cards are showing me a person that is hidden behind these batons here. It shows me that this person also like hides behind like people, policies, hides behind like rules, so like they don't get in trouble basically. So it's like they're very like hesitant about doing things like a different way or another way because like they just wanted people's approval. Like there's this King of Wands here, but this person does not have that King of Wands energy. They're kind of like more of like the people pleaser, which is just so weird to me. But this Empress card here shows me that this could be like an ex best friend as well that is like a female, or this can just be like they just have very heavy female energy. And this just shows me that this person was really jealous of you and the way that like you kind of like broke different rules and kind of like you did things unconventionally, and this person just couldn't see themselves doing that because they had like a fear of failure and not doing well. And this person, like, they are supposed to be this King of Wands, but because of their mentality, it's like they get opportunities and they just run from it because they just have so much fear from it. And you, this Empress energy too, like you must have this Empress energy, and this is why they're just like obsessing over you and like checking in on you all the time. And they're just like, how does this person do this? And I also see that this is a person that you had a past relationship with this Six of Hearts here, and you had to walk away from them with this Eight of Hearts here. So this person may have taken advantage with you. You may have felt like you were being used by them. This is definitely an old friendship, old lover. This is somebody that you used to go out with, celebrate with, go to events, whatever. But like you had to make that hard choice to detach from them and leave them behind because you just noticed like they were sucking your energy, right? And like you kind of left them behind, but there isn't like a full conclusion yet. Like this person, probably you still follow each other. You might have not even blocked them or anything online yet. Or you may have just kind of like walked away from them and haven't talked to them for a while, but they still kind of like check up on you. This person is checking up on you. And I'm going to look up this High Priestess of Water here to see what it says, because they have very different messages, like when it comes to the High Priestess messages. So let me see. All right. So water is transforming elements. Water is a transforming element that flows in rivers, makes waves in the vast oceans, turns to hard cold ice, and disperses as hot steam. Water can change into snowflakes, white fluffy clouds, and rain, and when you draw the symbol of water, it signifies a time when things in your life are changing shape right before your eyes. Go with the flow as these changes are powerful signs of wondrous experiences, lessons, and gifts. Even if you don't understand these changes at the moment, you will later. So definitely like the energy here is very much like shape shifting, and it's like, you know, this person is just still obsessing with over you and looking into your life because they don't want to have this ending with you. But they're the type of person that can't even really realize what they did wrong as well, because they kind of have that like um blame game victimizing mentality. So it's like, just let things flow. Get them out of your life, because if you already have, like, congratulations to you. But, if you feel like this person is still watching you on like social media, don't be afraid to block them and just, let them go, because, it's a lesson that they got to learn, and it's something that you need to overcome if you haven't So that's what I'm picking up for you guys. I chose the amethyst crystal. Hopefully this resonates. Give me a thumbs up if it did, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now. Those of you who have chosen... Oh, it's running away. Those of you who have chosen the rose quartz crystal here, who is obsessing over you and why? Let's figure that out. So we'll start with the tarot. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. We have the Strength card. We have the King of... Oh! I'm trying to do this all fancy and it's just falling. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. We also have the Two of Hearts, the Knight of Hearts, and the King of Hearts. And we have Love, and we have Deceit, which we'll get into that. I know, it's just like so random, it just pops up, but it's also not that random if you... I'll just let you guys know. Alright, so those of you who have chosen the rose quartz crystal, so who is obsessing over you and why? So basically what I'm seeing here, we're going to start off with the Eight of Swords, and this really tells me that this person that is obsessing over you is somebody that is definitely afraid to come forward and, let them know their intentions with you. But I'm also picking up that this person may have, went through something really hard or rough in their life, and they really had to overcome, that whole self-sabotage mentality, and now they're a lot more, they've escaped that self-sabotage mentality, and they've escaped, self-limiting themselves, because also with the Strength card out here, it shows me like this person has gone through a lot of healing intellectually, and this could be something like they may have had a relationship and they may have had a relationship and this person really caused them to, feel really hurt about themselves and really belittled their self-esteem. So I feel like this person has definitely came out of something that, hurt them, but it also made them be able to move forward as a person. I do still have the sense that this person does still isolate themselves, and they do wish that, they sometimes wish to return to how their life was before, even though they know it wasn't 100% great. And, they're unhappy with their current situation. It's like, they had to leave something behind. And this is the person that doesn't just leave something behind and just walk away. This person is still feeling that pain. And I feel this person still wants what they had from the past. And this is why this Deceit card is coming up here as well, which I'll get into it. But let me take my time. So, with the Strength card being here, this is somebody that is a leader, and this person is very dominant. They like to have control and feel like they have things together. They want to have that control so they can feel like they have everything set up for them, and they don't want to be disappointed by others or rejected. So it's like if they have that control and, because this person is showing up as the King of Cups as well, I feel like something that they do is because they're emotionally, this person is emotionally, it's hard to say, but this person they know how to be emotionally mature, and I feel like they are, but they use it for, sometimes they use it just for their own good, if this makes sense. So basically, like, this person knows how to manipulate situations so they end up being on top, so they end up being better, so they end up like just looking better. So with the King of Cups, like, yeah, he's the King of Cups, and he's a romantic, and he's a sweet guy, and the King of Cups comes up as somebody that is mature and dealing with emotional situations and things like that, someone that's like honest. But it's like, because they have those things, they know how to manipulate certain emotions for people, for people to more so follow what they want and follow what they need. They're like a charmer, if that makes sense to you, like a charmer. um yeah, so this person is very like, they're emotionally mature in the way that it's like they can read you, and they'll read you and figure out how they can fit in that picture. Like, this person can like walk into a room and read the room and be like, okay, I'll hang out with these people, not these people. I know how to like talk to these people, whatever. This person has like a lot of social intelligence, and yeah, they just have a lot of like power on the outside. But on the inside, they're still like going through a lot of conflict, very conflicted. But this person also like is really obsessing over you because they're just so passionate. They want to know what it's like to be with you, if you know what I mean, with this very phallic looking card here. So, especially like the Knight and the King of Hearts comes up again, which, the hearts represent cups. So you definitely got a charmer on your hands. This person is a charmer, will probably break some hearts. Not gonna lie, this is what I'm seeing here. So yeah, let me quickly get into these cards now, the playing cards. So this is somebody that you do know of. For some of you, it's somebody that you do know of, and you may have had history with this person, not something that was like long lasting, but still history. Or this is somebody, or on the other side, for some of you guys, this is somebody that you have no idea of, but you know of this person, but you've never really had a relationship, anything like that with them. So that's what I'm picking up. With the Two of Hearts here on the side, this is somebody that you could have cooperated with in the past. So, if you know of this person, you may have worked together and had to be partners for something, or in school, you have to be partners for something. Just something that, like, you had to work with them at some point in your life. This person is a charmer, though. Like, they're very romantic, and, they will make people easily fall in love with them because they just know how to, like, persuade people and just make them feel so good. And this person is very influential because they can have the power of the room, and they definitely have the power to do good, and they're very wise and patient. But when it comes to things like romantic situations, I feel like they like to be very dominant. So what I was picking up with this deceit card here, and I know most of you guys are like, oh my gosh, deceit, why is that there? I feel like this person that is obsessing over you is somebody that, was hurt in the past, as I said. And like, even though they don't portray that on the outside, this is why they like to have control in relationships and things like that. So it's basically like, if this person was to get with you, they would make it known from the jump, like, they'll be all over you and super caring and loving and whatever. And like, this person is watching you to see like what you like and what you don't like. Like, this person is literally like, will study people and read people. And this person will use this to kind of like control you, and you may not like notice it in the beginning. So just like, be aware of any red flags. Just be aware of like there's some redness coming out from behind her. So just be aware of that. Um, so yeah, this person may be kind of like, if this is a guy, if you think so, whatever, they may be like a fuck boy, or if this is a girl, I'm not sure what the girl equivalent of fuck boy is, but it can be that. This person will literally come to you like they're very loving and sweet, but it's like there is a hidden agenda there. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to read from this wisdom guidebook to see more on these two cards. So we'll start with love here. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force too, and you can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. No matter where you are in your life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Trust and love. So I feel like if this person were to come forward to you and talk to you, and you guys would start kindling and having more like romantic feelings, there is like some karma there. Like every relationship does have some karma with it. So that would be something that you would have to deal with. Like this person does have some hurt, and this is why they try and like control situations in their own way. Um, So this is something that you would have to be aware of. And with the deceit card here, so it says, there is one who has betrayed herself and all those who looked up to her. I am also warning you that someone may be stabbing you in the back. Regardless of the circumstances of your question, I warn you about deceit. There will be a price to pay for betrayal in all forms. Only you know how much it will cost. That said, although the energy of betrayal can be seductive, I am stronger and you are forewarned. So just be careful about the decisions that you make with this person, because they have been watching you, they have been obsessing over you. And you just have to be careful of their hidden agenda, their motives, what's actually going on. So that's what I got for you guys that have chosen the rose quartz crystal. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. I know it was a mouthful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye now. Alright, those of you who have chosen the lapis lazuli, this is your pile here. So who is obsessing over you and why? So let's figure that out. I'm going to start with the tarot cards and go into everything else. So we have the Tower. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Lovers in reverse. And we have the Five of Swords. We have the Nine of Spades, the Ten of Spades, and the Seven of Clubs. This is very interesting already. We have Denial and Rigid. Okay, this is the most interesting pile I've gotten. Like, out of all the three, this is the most interesting one. I'm gonna say that. So, who is obsessing over you and why are they? So this person is definitely somebody that you've had history with. And I see that with the Tower being beside the Four of Wands and the Lovers reverse and the Five of Swords reverse. This can not only just be one person, but a group of people. So like a group of friends, a group of coworkers, something like that. Like a group that you've had history with, which I'm picking up heavily on the group of people, but also like ex-lover here. So with the Tower, sorry. So with the Tower beside the Four of Wands, as I said, like I see that this could be a group of people that are obsessing over you and kind of just watching you and watching your every move. Like this is, a community. And this is a group of people that you know of that are very Can't talk today. This is a group of people that is very destructive. And, you know, this group of people, like, they may smile to your face and make everything look good and great, but really, like, behind the scenes, like, there is a lot of unhealthy competition here. And that's really, like, that's very annoying. So, basically, what I'm seeing is, like, if you are here to kind of figure out something about maybe a love situation, like if that was more on your mind, this is somebody that you walked away from, or they may have walked away from you, but I'm picking up largely there's a separation here, and this may have happened because this person was unable to commit to you, and it's like they had a lot of self-esteem issues as well, and they weren't really like trusting of you, and they were just kind of like worried about a lot of things with this relationship, which caused it to like not really fully grow, fully develop, and there's just like a lot of hurt going on. It just wasn't a healthy commitment, a healthy situation. And when it comes to the group of friends, this group of friends are very, you know, very obnoxious, and they feel like they need to one up everyone. So it's like, oh, one person just got a new job. Oh, well, I just got a new job with a bigger raise. You know, it's just like, it's like they'll congratulate you, but also put something that they're doing above you to make themselves look a little bit better. It's just like an unhealthy relationship here, and it makes me so like, ugh, like so gross. This is so bad. These group of people are obsessing over you because they see how good you're doing and how like you can like go through a lot of things in your life and a lot of different situations, a lot of obstacles, whatever. Like even if you're not going through obstacles, you could just be going through a lot, and like you're just achieving and like raising and going up. Like you may have even walked away. Sorry, I'm like cracking my knuckles. You may have even walked away from this group of people, or you may have walked away from you may have walked away from this group of people. If you were in a romantic situation, you definitely walked away from this person. But when it comes to the group of people, you have walked away from them, and like from that separation, it's like you're going up and they're kind of just staying like here, and they're just kind of like, oh, so she walked away and she's still doing better, but she doesn't have the support from us anymore. He doesn't have the support from us anymore. And it's like, I feel like this group of people weren't even like doing that much for you, and like the way that they think that they were, you know, like maybe this group of people would see you doing well and be like, oh, cool, or oh, nice, but they wouldn't like support you. This group of people were in like heavy denial, and they have a way of thinking, like rigid. They have a way of thinking about you, and it just like caused the relationship to not even like form properly, because this group of people and even this ex-person have very like low self-esteem, and they just always feel like I need to be doing better, or I need to be controlling something, or I need to be like a boss. And like I just lifted the tarot up, I just pulled this like out of the blue, and it's the 8 of Cups. So definitely you walked away from this person, and if you haven't walked away from this person or this group of people, you need to walk away. Like I literally just pulled that right now. It's there, it's done. So this group of people are obsessing over you, and they think of they're literally like thinking about you all the time, and it's like they just feel defeated, and they feel like a lack of success, and they're always just worrying like, oh my gosh, this person's doing so much better. And I feel like this group of people do feel bad as well, because it's like they caused this to happen, and it's like they cause it on themselves because of the way that they think. They're heavy, like they're like victimizers, so they have like heavy victimization, like that's literally their middle name. And this causes them to have a lot of suffering on themselves, but also towards you. If you stayed with them, you would have more suffering, more worries, and it's just not a healthy dynamic. So yeah, there will be success without interference when it comes to the person or the people that are obsessing over you. So I just pulled that 8 of Cups, so it's just showing me like it's best to walk away and not even like be defensive, not even try and continue like telling them what they did wrong or how to fix things. Just literally end it, dead that, like walk away. So with this rigid card, as I was saying earlier, this rigid card shows that, there's a way of thinking that somebody feels about you that is rigid. Like it's keeping a block, it's keeping a wall between you two because this person is thinking one way and you're thinking the other way. And it's like this person has created this block here. So it's about like, what is this thing that stands between you and these people? And I feel like this stone wall is the stability that you have, and they don't have that. They had so many expectations, and, they had their guard up with you because of their own, like, self-esteem issues. And, like, literally, like, don't take it personally. This is their own fault. This is their own problems that they're dealing with and have been dealing with and is still dealing with the people that they're around, and will keep dealing with this issue, the self-esteem problems, if they don't do the work and heal themselves. And it's not your job to try and help them and heal themselves either. Like, they need to learn that on their own, because if you try and teach them, they're not going to listen to you, and that's just a karma that they need to do and get through themselves. And if you try and help them, it also like keeps them away from their growth, right? And then last but not least, with this denial card, it's telling you to wait for your highest good, and that you really aren't meant to be like around these people right now, because you're on your own road, you're doing your own things. This is like a gentle warning to say, like, don't be too caught up. Here's another thing. Because I said, like, this could be a group of people or an ex-person, like, you may have walked away from this person, or you're on the road to walk away. And so something that people do, to kind of, like, prove that they're better is, like, you start, like, doing too much. You don't need to do all of that. You don't need to, like, quickly achieve your desires right away after, like, leaving people. Like, focus on, your own self-healing. Why did I stick with this group of people? Why did I stick with this one person for so long? Focus on that first. And, don't get too caught up in your desire to achieve, like, and reach all your goals right now. Because, the fruit is still growing. It's still there for you. It's going to be, yours for picking. But just give yourself that time and space to heal. And block these people if you haven't already. But, that's just the Aquarius in me talking. So yeah, that's what I picked up for you guys that chose group 3 with this lapis lazuli. Hopefully it resonated with you. Please give me a thumbs up if you would like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye now.